Okay, so it's 11:30. I just got home from the hospital with Donna. They gave me Motrin for the pain in my head and clindamycin now for 300 milligrams 3 times a day for 10 days. They gave me the first shot of 300 the first round tonight, and then I have to wait to pick up the rest of them after work tomorrow from my pharmacist or whenever they get them. I don't know how that's going to work because the pharmacist is closed now, and by the time they get it, process it, and everything, I'll be at work. But I got to take clindamycin for three times a day for the next 10 days for this infection, I guess, in my ears and whatever. And hopefully that'll stop the headaches and the fatigue and the dizziness and all that other stuff, and the nausea and everything. And if it's not that, then it's definitely, my neck is still broken and crushing the spinal cord, so that causes these problems as well, with the pain and all that stuff. So, it's just another day in my life. I have a broken neck and it needs another surgery, but I haven't been able to get the neurosurgeons to see me and want to do another surgery, and I really can't afford to do one right now anyway, because I gotta work. And I can't afford to be out for another 4 or 5 months, like the last two surgeries. So hopefully I'll feel better after the clindamycin does its thing. They think it's an infection from the teeth and got into the ears and into the sinuses and whatever. So, and that's it. So I'm back from the hospital. And, I tell you, wearing scrubs in the hospital does give you a little professional courtesy. I mean, I still had to wait forever for no reason at all. It was like hardly anybody in there, but they were nicer. The nurses were all very nice to me. So, but then the doctor came in and he was kind of, no bedside manners. But, yeah, if you want to get in and out faster in the hospital, make sure you're wearing scrubs. They kind of tend to, until they realized I was on Husky D, and then they're like, and then all of a sudden they ask all these stupid questions like, are you suicidal? Do you want to hurt yourself right now? I'm like, what? I came in here for an ear infection, lady. Ridiculous, stupid. Well, we have to ask. I'm like, yeah, okay, because some jackass put it on my chart years ago that I was depressed, and ever since then, every time I go into the hospital, they ask me the same questions about, I'm not depressed. I don't have depression. It was a mistake, and they never took it off. But whatever. So as soon as you have anything like that on your record, they automatically write you off as anxious and depressed, and then they don't want to give you proper attention, and that's really bad profiling, and I can't stand it. And the other thing, the doctor says, oh, you got a lot going on. Do you have a primary care? Yes, I have a primary care. She sent me here. Oh, well, because, this is an ER and you have a lot of problems. I didn't come here for all the other problems. I came here for the ear infection. Do you want to treat it? Gosh, some people, you gotta be a little snippy with them because they talk to you like you're dumb as tacks, Whatever. If you're not going to have bedside manners, you shouldn't be in the medical field. I don't treat my patients that way, and I'm not even a doctor. All right, everybody have a good night. Hopefully I'll feel better in a couple of days, but either way, work in the morning and life goes on. So, sick or no sick, I go to work in a lot of pain, a lot of suffering every day, all kinds of problems, still got to work. So, one thing I can't stand is laziness. But, all right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.